Welcome back to the channel. It's American Weems. I'm Paul, and that's Christelle in the back.
Hello.
We didn't really have a whole lot last week to do. I worked pretty good last week. I like over 75 hours in last week.
You worked pretty good the last couple weeks.
This week we didn't do too much, waiting on some stuff to come in, so we've been off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're supposed to get back to work Friday. Today's Wednesday. But we still don't have a battery for the 48s. I guess I could go find one today and see if I can get them cranked up. But in the meanwhile, we are in the middle of building a table. We'll kind of flip the script, go from mechanicing to a little bit of carpentry. We built a few tables here and there.
Just a few.
We ended up buying the planer right here the other day. This weekend we bought the planer. Had these oak boards in the 48s over there. I don't know if y'all may have seen them when we was seeing what was in the back of the truck.
Yeah, we opened up the back.
Yeah, we opened up the back. But there was some nice lumber back there.
Here's one piece that he didn't plane down yet.
We ain't planed nothing down there yet.
That's what it looks like back there, but they were big boards.
They were too wide to go through the planer. And then I cut them down to make them to where they would go through the planer, and then they were too heavy. My planer table here is kind of flimsy. I wish I could get my wooden table over there and put this on it.
It's there forever.
Yeah, it'll be there forever. It's over there.
It's probably going to stay here when we leave.
Yeah. But I do have that one over there. So we can run that one through the planer right quick. Show y'all the difference between what it does here. See this right here? This right here has been planed. Right here, that's pretty smooth. It does have some defects in it, which I like that. Character stuff. This is going to be the top of it. This is going to be the edge of the table, and I got another live edge in there. That'll be the other edge of the table.
I like that one right there. Look at that.
That's going to be in the middle.
That's so pretty.
That one's probably going to be in the middle of the table, and then we might put a couple other ones in the middle. Depending on how wide we want the table. This is going to be a several part video.
Yes.
Because it's going to take probably 3 or 4 weekends to put it together. And I don't even know if I can find the epoxy that I want to use for it yet. This epoxy is expensive. It's like
I wonder if you can go to Sherwin-Williams.
Sherwin-Williams is just expensive. I mean,
but
the stuff
do they have the epoxy there?
I'm sure they do. But this stuff here, this mixes up 1 quart is what this mixes up, and this is like 28 bucks. So a gallon of it's going to be over $100. And it's probably going to take probably 3 or 4 or 5 gallons time you build your form to put your table in, and then pour your epoxy over it. That's the only way I'll be able to do this table, because there's so many different pieces, and make it look good. Is to put the boards in a form, put them where we want them, and then I'm gonna put them close together. We'll get some black dye, and fill the edges in and fill the cracks in the boards, and then we'll sand that down, and then we'll pour clear epoxy over the top of it, and that'll hold it all together. I think that epoxy is pretty strong. But we may put supports underneath it just to make sure it doesn't break under the weight of it, because it's going to be heavy. Between the epoxy and the boards, it's going to be pretty heavy.
Paul doesn't know how to do anything light.
We could go in the backyard and look at this table. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a table in the backyard or not.
I don't think we've shown them yet. Our Flintstone table.
Yeah. Hey, we cut this tree down. I don't remember where we cut it at. I think it was in somebody's yard. We cut this down, and they didn't want it, so I watched why not take it. I mean, it was I like the way it looked.
Broke it.
Just a stump.
Yeah.
And we found that piece there. That's pine. I found that piece in a little community called Pine Mills. We were working on some wells down in Pine Mills, and we had a little bit of time, so we went walking through the woods and found that piece there. I like the way it looks. I mean, it's something different.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't very old. It ain't as old as it looks. I mean, the tree wasn't very big, but I like the way it forks out.
Cute little.
Yeah, it's a pine
Statement
knot is what it
piece.
is. That stuff's got that sap in it. Like people like using that stuff to start fires with.
Mm-hmm.
You could cut a little piece of that off and start a really big fire.
Mm-hmm.
But we got this table over here that we built.
My
built
goodness, is that flies or mosquitoes or
Yeah.
what? Lord.
I didn't even mow the yard again.
Fix to start getting cold.
This table top, we do got 2 of these slabs. Page chain's not broke.
She said it makes a weird noise.
We do got 2 of these slabs like this in the back of the 48. That was a big table that I built, but it ended up twisting real bad. So I just cut it down the middle and made the beaches out of it. And I know it's don't. The sun just up here
Bakes it.
just bakes it to where I could sand it again and bring the grain back out in it, but I don't really know.
I
what
can
you
still
could
see
put
the
on
ripples.
What you could put on it to,
I still see those ripples.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know what you could put on it to keep the sun from baking it, because it just sits out here in the sun. all
Whatever you put on decks,
Yeah.
but even decks have to be redone every now and
day.
then.
Yeah. These were cedar trees that we cut down.
Every bit of this he cut himself.
Let me tell you what, that table, I don't know, I don't think a D9 dozer could push it out of the way. That's heavy, I'm not kidding. But we can go back over here in the garage and I can get that one board and run it through the planer, and y'all can see how that works. I don't know what in the hell it is.
Got gas in it.
Just that planer is really loud. But I don't think anybody ought not be sleeping right now. Got the vacuum cleaner hooked up to it. Still made a little bit of a mess. Let me slide. This here brings the deck up and down. Just says that my clamp's down here, but that wood is so heavy that you gotta hurry up and get around the other end of it so it don't pop it off the stand. But the vacuum cleaner's hooked up. Did still make a little bit of a mess around here because my vacuum cleaner got full and then it went everywhere. It happens.
It happens.
This board here, you see this guy's got that bow in the middle of it?
Dish bowl.
Yeah, it's got that bow because it was sitting out in the sun so long. And this is pretty thin. So I had to bring it down. Before we start planing, I did. There's a planing down there last night, and I think that board pretty hard. I got 2 new blades here. They're the cheaper blades, but that's all Menards has up there is these blades for this. Well, I guess that's Perform Max or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Master Force brand.
Yeah. Did come with 2 magnets. I think I stuck one of the magnets up in the vacuum cleaner.
Of course you did.
And I think it's in that bag there. I don't know.
Of course you did.
But anyway, we'll show you how to change these blades out right quick. Because I think these are too dull. I think they just make a lot of noise and won't do a whole lot. This comes with its own little tool. And take this piece here off. This is for the vacuum cleaner. You hook the vacuum cleaner up, because if you ain't got the vacuum cleaner hooked up, holy smokes, it'll slang dust everywhere. You have to take this here off. That's all that is just that piece there. The vacuum cleaner goes there. The shavings come out right there, and the vacuum cleaner hits it, and you don't end up with all that all over the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then, come here.
And then.
Yeah, you got a bolt here and a bolt here. Like I said, a tool comes with it, so it's you don't have to wander around trying to find a Allen wrench that'll fit it. And it's the same one for everything on here. Open your hand up. Yeah. Besides that one, don't fit that one. Huh. But you don't need to take them off anyway. It doesn't take long to change them. We got a planer back home. It's isn't that a DeWalt planer?
We got it at Home Depot.
It's got to be a DeWalt planer. Anyway, it's a 3-blade planer, which it doesn't really. It's about the same. This piece here comes off. There's a lock right there. It keeps you. I guess I should have told y'all to unplug it first.
Safety
just
first.
in case, safety first. But there's a lock right here that keeps it. Whenever you turn the blades like that, you can hear it lock. And the blades running. One blade is underneath this piece right here. If you take these out, you can go over there. Or can you see?
I can see.
Take that one out.
Just don't have.
I should have got my magnet tray. Put it in my magnet tray.
Yep. You should have.
Is it big enough?
No.
You got 4 more. Get these row of bolts out. I'll just put them right here.
Okay.
You have to be careful when you take them out because they'll fall down there. Of course, it just lands on that tray, but it gets hung up between there. There's not quite enough room for both pieces to get down there. And you get hung up. But you get this piece out, and take that like that. Take your magnet and grab the blade. That's the blade there. Oh yeah, it's dull.
Mm-hmm.
That old oak is so hard. So I've had, when we cut that was from Jason's.
Was that from
place.
Jason's?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't even remember.
Was
how
I
long
even
ago
up
that
here
was.
at that time?
No, I don't think so.
She's got a picture.
Yes, you were up here.
You got a picture of me behind that tree, because that tree was huge.
Mom was with us.
Yeah, and you got a picture of me behind the tree
Mm-hmm.
that you posted.
Yeah, you can barely see him. That tree was so big.
She got a picture of it. Maybe she can find it and post it on there if y'all can see it. Here's the new blades right here. And they're two-sided blades. So you actually get 2 blades in one. Just got a sharp edge here and a sharp edge here. So when this edge here gets dull, you can take and turn it over and have a new edge on there. I done flipped them over once. That's why we're changing them now. But there's 2 pieces of metal there. It's the hose. That's how they line up. Just put that on there. You really ain't gotta use the magnet if you don't want to. It's just a little bit easier getting them in there. And you line them hose up to those pegs. And then take the, whatever you'd call that,
Cover.
and put one of them in there. Put that on there. And drop it down. And you want to start all of them before you tighten up any of them. And that's even got holes in it too that line up on those pegs. So you can't get it wrong. I think they're kind of worm proof, if there is such a thing. But the DeWalt we got back home, the blades they're expensive, and you can't get them up here. You have to order them, or you have to go all the way to Bismarck or somewhere. Where's the closest Home Depot?
I know there's a Lowe's up here. I don't know about Home Depot. Rigid. That's what it was. It was Rigid.
Yeah.
Not DeWalt.
No, I think it's a DeWalt.
I think it's a Rigid. I know the blades were Rigid.
Well, when you tighten them down, I just get them pretty tight. I don't think there's any specs on it. You wouldn't want to leave them. You wouldn't want to leave them loose because they fly out of there and wreak havoc in there on your blades. So you just get them pretty snug. I don't know how tight that is. I don't think there's a spec on it. And I got a torque wrench over there, but you do this so often. If you run it a lot, you'll do it so often that you just get kind of used to doing it there. Anyway, you push this lock that away, and then you can spin the head to get to the other blade, which is right there. You let go of the lock, and you hear it lock. And the same thing over here. Yeah, that didn't feel good. It's about the same thing on this side, just break all of them loose. Those knives would be pretty good to make something out of it. Pretty good some steel. I don't know, I'm not a blacksmith or nothing, but they'd make a pretty good knife if you could figure out how to, pocket knife, figure out how to do all that stuff, but I'm not a blacksmith though, so hoping Anthony would have gotten into that. So we did build him.
He did it for a minute.
Yeah, we built Anthony a forge, and he built a couple of knives, and then that was it.
We were even looking into like the leather stuff.
Yeah.
To get him, he got out of it just as fast as he got into it. He got out of it.
Yeah. If you get into making knives, you can make some pretty good money in knife making. There's not many people that do it anymore. Anyway, here's the other one. Oh yeah, that thing's just as dull. I mean, you can't even feel a edge on it. That's just how fast them go. And man, that thing, you want to talk about loud whenever you got dull knives, it's loud when you got sharp knives. But when you got dull knives in there, man, that thing is really loud. I'm surprised we ain't got a noise ordinance around here.
Only with drummers.
Yeah. What? Oh, that was that next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
There was some mad
Across
about
the
the
road.
drumming.
Mm-hmm. Well, dang, they share a wall. I would be too.
Yeah, but he was in his garage, and he built a room inside the garage. But still, it was pretty loud.
He was loud.
Yeah. See, they like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing this the same way as I done the other one, Emma.
Mm-mm. You're getting ahead of yourself.
There, you could feel it fall in those.
Pins.
The pins and the holes right there. You could feel it fall in there. When you get all this done, when you pick up your board, you gotta get your height adjusted over here, because you don't want to get her too much. If you get it too much, it starts digging in the board too much, you'll run your blades like right there.
Right
Especially,
now.
yeah, like right now. And if you do that, then especially on that hard pine, probably wouldn't be that bad, but that oak we got there is just so. When did we get this? Probably, I bet I cut that 8 or 10 years ago.
I thought you were up here. No, that was the second time.
I just know.
Same tree, but second time.
Uh,
We were still down there.
yeah. Yeah, we were still. Colin just gave us that black. He gave us that black trailer.
Yep.
And we used that a couple times to go to Mount Pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And then we used just that little cutter of ours a couple of times. But I wish I could have got that. We cut a lot of it up for lumber. We got a lot of lumber out of it with the chainsaw. Done with a chainsaw.
There's so much lumber down there. Wyatt wants to sell it.
Yeah, well, I said, I'm going to start selling that lumber.
If you don't come do something with it.
Well, I'm in North Dakota, Wyatt. Ain't much I can do with it up here.
Sell it.
All right, and you got them changed out. You get this piece right here. And you got to make sure it pushes that lock back. You put this on there. It's got the, it's weird. Lines up right there. But when you push it in there, you'll feel that lock get pushed. And then you got your two bolts right here that hold this on there. Which, guess what? It's plastic. You don't understand all this plastic stuff. You just gotta make sure it's lined up. Oh, you just go in your hole. Okay. You went. Push that away. These, you probably won't want to get these too tight because, like I said, this is plastic. And that's some kind of pewter or something. I don't think that's that's not even magnetic. So you'd probably bust that pretty easy, and you'd bust that pretty easy. So you just kind of want to do about like that much. You wouldn't want to make your elbows pop or nothing, or your fingers to pop. Try to tighten that up. You just want to just a little bit of about like that. That's all you want. And then you want this piece here for your
Vacuum.
vacuum, and you can go either way. If you go this way, this side, you can flip it over. It'll go either way. And I think them were the same bolts that hold the knives in. So you got two extra in case you lose one. But you won't be able to use your vacuum. supposed to have an adapter that fits on here. I don't have one. I guess Crystal lost it. I don't know. She won't tell me. You don't want to get them too tight either, because that's just plastic. Like I said, that's some kind of, that housing, some kind of pewter or something, because it's not magnetic at all. That's plastic. That's metal right here, but and the roller's metal. Do not put too much weight on that roller. I've done that, and it didn't break it, but it come out of there. But the ones on the D-wall are bolted in there, and they roll. It's got two of them, but it's a better brand. But anyway, that's how you change the knives on it. I don't have the adapter, so I just cram that in there, put a little duct tape on it, cram that in there like that. It ain't got to be tight, because this blows. It's got a fan in here that blows the shavings out through here, and then plus the suction of the vacuum cleaner. It does pretty good. I got all this all over the floor because I let the vacuum cleaner fill up and ran it through there, and then it started going everywhere. But put my magnet back over here, and then there's a clip right here that you put this on. That way it's always on the machine, and you ain't gotta look for it. Two clips right there.
So handy.
Yeah, right there. All right, so we unplugged it. We done safety first, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna pick up this board right here. I'm not gonna do the whole board. We just run through there a couple times. You see it's got a dish in it. The planer will hit here and it'll hit here
Yep.
for a little bit, and then it'll slowly get down to that
See that dish?
to the dish part, and the same on the other side. Just dish up. Just gotta run through there until you get it flat. So we'll run through it a couple times to show y'all how it works, and then I got a few things I gotta go do in town. So anyway, let me down get this up here. I think I got it adjusted about right.
You turn the vacuum on.
Yeah, turn the vacuum on. It's gonna get loud. Probably won't be able to hear anything I'm saying. concept here. You see how this still got the dish in it, but every time you run it through there, like I said, this is your up and down right here. You don't really want to go a whole round on a hard wood. If it's only getting the size like it is here, you can go a half a round and it doesn't really hurt your blades. But whenever you get to the whole board, doing the whole one, I only go a quarter turn on the down. Sometimes not even that much, depending on if it's got some waves in it or whatever. It's just kind of, you just got to kind of feel it out from there. But anyway, you kind of get the concept there. You just keep running it through there till you get that dish out of it. We've done a few on this side. You can see how it's got a dish this way, how it's just getting the center of it. That's whenever we changed our blades because it was just getting too dull to get the center of this. But that's the concept of it. You can make some pretty wood because it starts out looking like this right here, and then it ends up looking like that and that down there.
So smooth too.
It's really smooth. We still do like a 250 sandpaper after we get it through the planer. We still do it like a 250 or a 400 sanding on it just to get it real smooth. But it's, like I said, it's going to be a several part video. This one's just to kind of show y'all the planer and the wood that we have. I think this is red oak lumber. I forgot what country that was. It's either red oak or pin oak. One of the two. Well, I know it was a post oak because the grain's too tight for it to be post oak. The dead gum flies right here, pin oak.
It's not just the flies; it's the box elder
I'm
bugs
about ready to go. Just get a can off and just start ozone and layer these these bugs around here. Just go ozone layer on them.
You can't even go through the front door because the box elder bugs are just terrible.
Dang it. Anyway, that'll probably wrap this video up. Like I said, the 48s. Still looking for a battery. I could probably order one online, but I look up 6-volt batteries. It always comes up with the little 6-volt batteries. I can't. I got to do a little bit more digging trying to find one, or get Tractor Supply to order one, or Menards order me one, or something. But that's the planer that we got last weekend. The lumber that we have. We got a few more in the back of the truck. But I hope y'all enjoy it, and maybe we get back to some mechanicing here later on, but we're going to kind of do a 3 or 4 part on the table here, so y'all see a lot of the table.
Stay tuned because this table is going to be
It's
gorgeous.
going to be pretty, I'm hoping we get it finished within at least the next 6 months.
It might be a winter project.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to pour epoxy in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for our subscribers. I think we're up to 66 now, which is great. Thank y'all. Like it if you do like it, and share it if you want to, and throw a comment for something else you might want to see, if the lumber or something like that. We could spread it out or something where y'all get a bird's eye view of it, or whatever y'all want to do. I appreciate all y'all, and thank y'all for watching.
See ya.
I just